You living on 2 hustles. You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat that you get into it.
But I also mess with
Team, they know she like to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have
females, right? It's more than enough females.
right. Make sure I want to tell you like Snoop Dogg, he's an icon in all facets of life.
The most biggest icon in the world.
But
I feel like they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught. Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like women.
no more. But before I let you explain that, I want to show a little clip of a little monster.
I'm on Pandora, YouTube. I'm on
The students and everybody, Carl.
I'm trying to find.
It is what it is. It's fine if you bring it to right account.
There's 2 cats. No, you can hustle in many ways. There's 2 cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on the wall. These the realest niggas out
Yeah, you already know.
Like for real, like this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman, and I know if I know my woman.
Smart Dummy!
Let's go.
Yo, what's up? At the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is. It's the smartest dumb people.
See, man, when you get that type of money, he clearly single with other people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I am the host, Anthony, that dude Johnson. And always, 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 it will be somebody at this table with me because that's what we do here. We got Lage, Cameron Edwards, and Flanders in the building. Thank you for coming through, King. Thank you for coming through, King. Thank you for coming through, Queen. We appreciate you, Lage. You got an event. You got an event about to pop off.
I do.
What's the event about?
The event is a comedy and music showcase, but it's unlike any comedy and music showcase that you guys have seen because it's a whole experience for the crowd to watch and for the audience online to watch. We are bringing out the cameras, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have them wilding out in there, you know what I'm saying? Wilding out with the crowd, throwing some jokes around, throwing some music around, you know what I'm saying? And make it all just kind of flow and mesh. So I'm going to need y'all to come out. That's November 27th. We haven't started promotion yet, but October 16th, we are dropping all promotion.
We
So when you see it
classroom.
drop,
You feel me?
when you see it drop,
You know what it is.
just follow the way.
So it's
Just
an
follow us
improv.
there.
Is there
You
any
know
way
what
people? Is there any way people could reach out to you and try to get involved on the improv side of it?
I mean? Most definitely. You can get a hold of me from my website, LegerMusicEnt.com, or hit me up as LAGHEA at LAGHEMUSICENT.com. And just, hit me up. Plus, check out the page. You know what I'm saying? We have Freeze Frame TV for y'all who don't know. That's a whole joint in itself. We have a lot of things going on for promotion for everybody who has some kind of talent. We trying to put you on to get you a lane of your own. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come out and get your shine on, come get your shine on, get some dollars and get out.
And y'all need to realize what this woman is doing. She's doing something different. She's actually opening the door and creating a platform for people that actually might really be talented but don't know where to go with it.
Yes.
Shout out to Cameron Edwards.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to him and I was like, I did the comedy thing, and to me, like I was dedicated. I had a show. Shit went good. I thought I was gonna keep doing it, but then COVID hit. So for me, when COVID hit, I kind of gave up on comedy because not only was comedy not shit funny at the time. I was going through a divorce. COVID hit, and I had to stay in the house. Like a lot of life changing things happened for me. But I heard that you was like a really dope comedian, man. I'm glad that you're here. You're the host of the show, right?
Yes, sir.
So what made you get into comedy?
Man, been talking shit all my life.
Right.
Like I've been talking shit all my life. I've been funny, or a lot of people say, man, you're funny. I mean, from bagging on people to
Right.
I was the dude in school you would hate to see coming. Cause I'm talking about everybody. Everybody.
Nobody.
You, the homies, the teachers, the administrators, lunch lady. You know what I'm saying? So it was like always one of those things. But honestly, the real reason I really kind of got into it is because being a comedian, man, that shit kind of come from a dark place.
It is. It's a sick place.
It's kind of a fucked up place,
But it's
I
come from a
done
real
been-
place at the same time.
Yeah, but I done been in some of those dark places. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if I can be a beacon for somebody else, So they don't have to go through that. They don't have to feel like that. They don't have to, like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame. Like, you
Just
don't
tell your
know
story.
you don't know what you could be doing for somebody just by, you know what I mean?
Just tell
Like,
your story.
yeah, straight up, man.
Sure.
Like, cause we all been through some shit. We all got a testimony, right? So you never know how your testimony could, impact somebody else's life. You feel me? So that was why I got into comedy. And of course, I've had a couple different people. Hey man, you ever thought about doing stand up?
Yeah.
You ever thought about doing stand up? And I'm like,
Right. I'm alright, but I really
like drag our
That's
feet
a
with
whole
the
nother
shit.
lane.
And I can't lie, man. Shout out my guy Zilla, man. I shout out the two primary people, man. My brothers, Zilla Brookins and my guy Boss Man, Sherman Wells, man. Them is my brothers.
Sherman Wells.
Yeah.
That's my guy. So I remember going like viral like a couple years back for some BS on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the nigga that got left with the hotel room and the chicken wings and the drink and I went viral. Juice
yeah, I
did the
remember
story. They did memes. They did.
It wasn't real though, was it?
No, it was really a
real.
situation.
It was a situation.
But I posted.
But that's where
Was it a
comedy come
picture?
from.
No, it was
was
just
a
like
post.
I made a Facebook post. You know what I mean? On some drunk shit, drinking and drinking. You feel me?
Right.
I done wrote a dumbass Facebook post, posted that bad boy. My phone died. Man, I wake up the next morning to check out the room.
Everybody was on that
Phone going. And when I turn it on, I got thousands of notifications. It was too much. They were tearing me up.
Right.
But usually if somebody tell a joke,
Yeah.
jump on it.
Right.
It was so
That-
mean.
That's the good and the bad part about social media.
Yes.
If you do something that's righteous and you can make it, if you go viral, it might change your life. But if you do some foolery, I still remember one of my favorite viral moments is that young chick that thought it would be cool to have all her friends post R.I.P. to her like she died.
Like she did.
And then,
Breathless.
See.
listen,
Was
that,
that
Yes, that was
where the
bad.
fuck is she?
I didn't even
Yo,
know.
She went
we have no
forever.
after that. She died in real life. They said R.I.P. baby.
I think she literally moved to motherfucking Canada. or
Y'all
some
I
messing,
shit.
did.
man.
I did.
Y'all
Look,
messing.
she did that to herself.
No, she did that to
It was a
herself.
gimmick.
Y'all messing.
It was a gimmick.
A terrible gimmick.
It was
though.
terrible. Horrible. I don't know
But at
what
the
her
same
PR
time,
team
you
was telling
understand
her.
that comedy in general, even the big names, comedy come from a real place.
Facts.
You know,
Big
Yeah,
facts.
for sure.
And
Big
that's
facts.
that's what it is. You know what I mean? Even though these stories might be fake or they might be real,
Something
but
you've seen.
it's
you know?
something. It's for real.
It is.
It comes from a real place, and you know what I mean.
And we talk. I mean, I draw on things that I've seen, experienced, been through. I talk about real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to talk to the hood rats in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on the age demographic. It depends on how you work.
Everything about being a stand-up comedian, it takes angles and analytics.
Yeah.
So,
So it could
let's
be
say I'm
real,
in
it could be real defensive.
I could be
on
at
one
the
end,
at the
but
strut
tweak it a little
Right.
bit
with
that's
all the
good
youngsters,
material.
Right.
and I can
you got
say
some
hood
really
rat, thought, buzz
beautiful
down.
brown eyes.
She
Look,
does.
She does. Don't they?
Yeah.
They're like,
I
I'm
can't
serious.
stop-
Like,
I can't
I'm
stop
serious.
saying that.
And that's not me flirting.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But and she
I-
good too. But she really do have
That's
some
that
really.
Regina King
Yeah.
thing.
I'm gone.
So, Lace. So, is there any other more events you got coming up after this?
I do have some events, but I also have TV shows.
Okay.
The It's a Vibe is volumes. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have volume 1, volume 2, and we just gonna keep it rocking. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of promotion after that, so you guys just keep up with that.
Volume 1, baby, yeah.
Most definitely. You feel me? Baby.
Volume 1, baby. Yeah.
But what I'm really focusing in on is the shows, the online shows that we have. We have Freeze Frame TV. We have a couple of skits and a couple of sketches that are out. Just right now to tickle people's fancies, get them a little wet to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Tickle their palates. And then we have I have Finesse and Flavor, which is a food show. Basically, we come in your house, we just take over your whole kitchen.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And
10
show you-
niggas is
All
right.
right,
show you how to-
all right, so I got a question for you because you seem brilliant. Do you have any? Has it happened yet?
I have pilots out.
Okay, pilots.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have
Can I
pilots
get
out.
one of my stand-up moments on real quick? Just real quick.
What you doing?
This is my little joke came up with the other day. Just chilling because I'm a comedy type guy. Okay, I understand, but listen, it's gonna be PG.
It's the audition, bro.
It's gonna be PG.
Let the boy throw it out.
Let me throw it out
Let it
here.
out. Don't let him throw it out.
You know this happens.
I tell a chick like this: sex with me is like a roller coaster. You excited about the ride, but you don't know how long or how short it's gonna be.
I mean, different setting that might be.
It's all jokes, though. You know what I mean?
No,
But you know, the moment you tell people you do stand-up comedy,
Everybody got
tell me a joke.
No, they used to
tell
say
me a
that shit
joke.
to me, and I
Make
just
me
wanted
laugh.
to-
Tell me a joke. Or they be like, I
That's
got
like-
one for you. I got one you can use at your next show.
I mean, that's anything with salad. Like,
But that was
Everything.
I used to bust in the room.
Well,
cats like,
that's the
rap
thing
for me
about
real
it.
quick.
Everybody,
But that was just random for me.
This is the thing about it though. Everybody wants to be a comedian, but the real comedians got the nuts to step up on stage. That's all that
That's
is.
what I'm talking
Because I
about.
don't know a
That's
person
what
in the
I'm
world
talking
that don't tell jokes and don't want to be funny. So
Right.
the whole world wants to be a comedian, but can you get the motherfucker to step on stage and
Yeah.
Listen,
listen?
I've approached some people about this showcase, and once I said it's a bit of improv, oh no, that's not what I do. Oh, this ain't my showcase. No, just invite me to the show. I
Did you
just
get
wanna
him
watch.
Beezy? Did you get Beezy Panero?
We talked about Beezy.
We try to get busy.
We talked about
You know, I'm first string, bro. I'm first string comedy. It's me, Beezy, Zilla, and Boss Man. Oh, my bad.
The mic.
My bad.
Distort your sound.
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling you that Beezy is funny. Your boy that was on here, Zilla is funny. We got a bunch of comedians. All right, so the question I was asking you when the fucking camera fucked up. Why don't these comedians, shout out to my boy, my brother, Joshua El Stupo, one of the best comedians out in the world right now.
Shout out
Why
El Stupo,
don't
man. Hit my line, man. What's up? We need to work.
why don't these people, and we will discuss this as we go, why don't these people that's in the same field, it's no competition. Like if I was still in comedy, I'm hopping on Joshua L.
I'm
Stupo's
trying to work with
coattail,
everybody.
and literally because he has the platform, he has the backing, he has.
So it's a lot of okay. This is what happens in a lot of aspects. Like I
Break
say,
it down.
you got a lot of too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Exactly.
Nobody really wants to play a part or a position
Right.
on the team. Everybody wants to be the figurehead,
Yes.
the guy that's out front that everybody
Yes.
sees. Nobody wants to be the little bitty wheel in the big machine.
So don't nobody want to be Baby and Master P? Master P was not the face of fucking No Limit. Baby
You
wasn't
have
the face.
them, but they are
No, they-
few and far
they
in between.
typically
Like
were.
me.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Like you
Like,
say,
I'm not-
Wayne was the face of Cash Money.
Right.
Baby and Slim was the
No,
silent
nobody
hand
to this
behind
day,
it.
I can guarantee it. Don't nobody even know who the fuck Slim is if they see him on the
Unless
street.
you seen it, unless you really
Unless
know
you
him.
right. Unless you was a
And he's
fan
the
of-
richest one.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, when you said the logic of too many chiefs and not enough Indians, I think we got to get out of that mind frame to think that's really true.
It's a pride situation?
No, I think what it is you got to know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with.
That's
and
true, too.
Listen,
That's a
It's
very big
it's
one.
more to it than that. Because I was just about to say.
No,
On
I'm
top
not
of that.
disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm saying like even on this, even on this panel, I try to put my castmates, which I've had multiple castmates on the show. I wanted them to look the best. I wanted them to be the flyest. I just wanted to be the guy that turned the camera on
Yes.
and let them work.
Do your thing.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Now, granted, when the motherfuckers step aside and people leave me for dead, I'm still gonna work,
Right.
and that's the key.
Still got to.
That's the key.
Now see that's another thing. There's a lot of that here. People say that they want to go and be a part of something. They'll commit to it, and then when
It's
it's
not
time to
even a
come together
commitment. It's
and
not
do
even a
it.
commitment. It's a
A
half-hearted.
half-hearted commitment.
It's a
More
half-hearted
verbal.
attempt.
Yeah. Let's do it.
But when it comes to doing
When
the
it's
real
time
work
to do
or
the
really
work,
putting in more than just, you know what I'm saying, you sitting down in the chair or just being there, it's like they don't feel like they should have to.
Yeah,
They
I'm
feel like
entitled.
you should start paying them after
I'm
that.
entitled.
And it's like, okay, you didn't have anything before this started.
Yes.
I'm providing everything, you know what I'm saying, to make sure we all
But it's a-
collectively
And it's
have
a lot of
something that we can
small
push
town
and
syndrome.
thrive on.
I know
There
you,
you go.
man. I've been knowing you for
For
years.
years,
How
right.
you gonna
Gonna
grow up
and
and
charge
charge
me?
me? And I
Right.
grew up with
Yeah,
your mama.
right.
I grew up with your family. I grew up.
Right.
It's like, bro,
Remember
we hold each other to what we
bologna
used to
sandwiches
do a lot of
together?
times instead of allowing each other to grow and
I
progress.
just think it's just. I want to say generational curses, but I also want to
I
say
can't-
I don't believe that because Houston, Texas, Dallas,
Right.
Texas,
I
all of
can't
these
say
other
that.
states, these black people are feeding families off of just promoting in their own
And
city.
see,
All right,
there
I watched
are-
it.
there
So,
are
I watched it.
there
I
are a
watched
few
X-Men.
people
Unity.
like.
You had cats that was banging with each other, shooting at each other, fighting. Every time they seen each other, they was willing to put their pride and their differences to the side because it's a bigger bag out here.
Right.
Hell, we can finish shooting at each other when we done getting this money. Hell, we got more money, so that's more shit that we can fund the hood with. Like, people not thinking like that.
Like even with
There
your
are a
improv,
few.
but even with your improv thing, we got so much talent in Omaha.
Facts.
It shouldn't be hard to find. The
It
problem-
shouldn't. It shouldn't.
I've always-
But okay. So I went about finding because I've done a lot, and people don't even know how much I've done. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even important.
Mhm.
What's important is that I've learned how to navigate. I'm learning how to navigate. You know what I mean? Especially in the Omaha community when it comes to this. Like the people that I have on, the roster. I told a couple people about the people I have on the roster. Like, how you get them? They be wanting too much. They just think they this. They think they that. And I'm like, okay, that may be. You know what I'm saying? But they've done X, Y, and Z. So fair being fair, you come at it. You know what I'm saying? The way I came at them was I made everybody feel like the star. High key. You know what I'm saying?
I think
I made sure that I knew exactly who I was dealing with, so I talked to them the right way.
I think that's the
You know what I'm
key.
saying? I'm making sure that promotion is fair all the way around and to the max. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm creating everything. You know what I'm saying? So right now, everybody feels like this is their showcase.
I think
All right,
that's
I'm gonna have to say this to her. You sound. I'm gonna say this, and this is no disrespect. You sound nuts, right? I'm about to tell you why. Geniuses tend to sound crazy,
Yes.
and I'm telling you,
Slide
I
like a
see it
fox.
Right.
in you. You're a genius.
Crazy like a
you,
fox.
you just need the fucking backing, and I mean
And
the
that's where
financial backing.
It is, and that's all I've ever been lacking. But I have gotten smarter because there's cats, you know what I'm saying? There's cats that don't want to work with me for one reason or another. You know what I mean? And I went to school for psychology. I went to school for a lot of different things. So I'm applying them in a lot of different ways, you know what I'm saying, to work around that. But when it comes to this, it's very strategic. Like, you can't just throw money at people. You can't just throw your name at somebody. Like, you know who I am. They just want to work with me.
Right. So-
It's a chemistry. It's a formula to really pulling this off. And right now, my crew, the cast, the people that I'm working with on the cast and my crew members are satisfied, happy, and excited.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to transfer when it comes to being on screen and for the people that are going to be in the crowd. And that right there is the start of something beautiful. We keep that rolling and hold that standard to where it's a vibe. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
You setting
And
the
that's
standard that nobody else is setting.
That's a beautiful Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, you
Oh
setting the
yeah,
standard.
you have to. If
You have to make
everybody
people
wants to feel on top.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to feel important. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to feel like they're getting ahead.
Yeah,
So when
right.
you can figure out ways to provide that feeling,
That's a master Jedi.
you know what I'm saying?
Jedi mind
Eventually,
trick.
everybody else gonna catch on, and that's when the funding is gonna start coming. So
Blaze.
I bet my money on this one right here.
Blaze
Hey,
in
shout
the
out
building.
John Walker,
Shout out
too.
to
Straight up.
Cameron for coming
Cameron
through.
Network.
Listen, we about to start this is where the show gets interested, man.
Oh,
how it works
baby.
is like I said, we like to talk about y'all and toot y'all horn for the first 15 to 20 minutes, which I think we did a good job. I told her she got beautiful brown eyes. She's a genius. You know what I'm saying? I
He
told
made
her.
you up, right? He ain't complimented me once, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
I like your shirt.
Shout out, no hands out.
No
My
hands
guy,
out.
folk music. You know what I'm saying? Patricia, y'all pull up to the show.
Make sure y'all like and share, motherfuckers. It's time to start the show, man. We're getting real. So we're about to have a conversation. So what I do is we have topics, we have questions, we have it all. We just want to see, we want to pick you apart as a human. We already know that you're an entrepreneur, and we already know you had a hell of a sales pitch today.
Right.
So now you become a human. We're talking about real life situations and real life scenarios. So first topic is the daycare decided to take it upon themselves to scare the children.
I saw that.
All right, so what we're going to do is watch the clip.
For what?
What we're going to do is watch the clip,
Halloween?
and we'll be right back with y'all. All right. So that's the actual clip, man. And I just want to ask the cast today. Is that okay? Was that okay? So let's start with ladies first. Ladies first. Lays.
All right.
You seen the video? What you think?
So I know that nowadays, you know what I'm saying, everybody thinks it's funny to torment their kids. I mean, don't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? I used to scare my kid, come around and come back, you know what I'm saying? But that's where it ended. This is trauma. They are inducing trauma on these kids. And for what? You know what I'm saying? That could bring out something later, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to school, when it comes to classroom. It could be anything, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason why you have to send your child. First of all, you shouldn't be sending your child to, we all should be getting our kids schooling at home.
Come on,
homeschooling all the kids. But
There
we're
you
going to
go.
get into that part. You know what I'm saying? Because that takes on a whole nother responsibility that I feel like kids who is having kids ain't ready for. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you send your children to these schools, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't have to worry about them coming home with trauma.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying.
And keeping it going down the line, I know it's a lot of parents that saw that and went ham. Now, I don't know exactly. I'm not too well versed on where exactly that was at, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in nobody hood.
It wasn't in no North Omaha.
It wasn't in nobody's hood. Because,
Cameron, what's your opinion, bro?
yeah.
The daycare probably would not be standing any longer. We probably would be.
You got kids? You got kids?
I don't even have children. No,
Oh,
I have ample experience as a stepfather. Shout out to
There we
y'all
go.
baby mamas.
Look.
Don't worry about it. But honestly, man, because I feel like children are the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do them babies like that. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I talk shit all the time on Team Fuck Them Kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, cool. But there's a line, there's a boundary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you don't cross. It's just certain shit you don't do. And I feel like unless you expressly got my consent as a parent, hey, this is what we got going on. We doing a little haunted house deal. You know what I mean?
That wasn't no
Is it
haunted
cool
house
with
deal.
No, that was not.
you just put something on and just ran off in here.
You out here getting your rocks off by making these kids
So
scared.
now in my mind, I feel like I gotta do you the same way.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna wait till the daycare close and we're gonna slide on
You
you.
was a man.
And the same way with
KK.
with Halloween masks on. You
With
feel me?
KK.
I'm slide on you.
Right.
This why I don't get bucked. This North Omaha shit.
Right.
No.
Yeah. So, Flash, what's your opinion, man?
I mean, once the
Real,
kids start
man.
screaming, and let me keep it real. Once the kids start screaming, that was it. You know what I mean? Period. Because it was doing too much. All the kids screaming, then you got to take the mask off and like, baby, it's okay. You know what I mean?
I can honestly speak from personal experience. I got a son. He's 20 years old now. He was like 1.5 years old. I'll never forget it. Me and his mom was in Walmart. He was in the cart, and I put a mask on, and I turned around, and listen, when I say I've never seen a child's fear, I would never do that to a kid again. And I did it to my own son. But it was coming from, not thinking, and it was coming from
Playful
a
place.
playful
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
And my son looked like he almost had a heart attack, and I'd have been crushed if my son would have had some fucking heart murmur situation
Yeah.
happening there or anything. So I don't feel like you should play with people's kids like that. I don't think you.
Because
And
now
like
they
you
gotta
said,
go back and.
but
Man.
you being
Do
into
that.
psychology, you know this shit. That's the type of shit a child will never forget.
They'll hold on to that for the rest of their
Yeah.
life.
And they
I'm scared to scream and I don't even know why. But when I was 5, to
I
scream, I put on a
honestly
mask.
believe that's why a lot of kids are scared of clowns.
At that circus,
It's
that
just
trauma,
period. I feel
Or
like-
just period,
that circus
because
experience is a little
somebody jumped out on me. I mean, you
I
know,
feel like people
you got-
don't
Go
think.
ahead.
They don't think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As adults, they don't think. You know, even me, you know what I'm saying? We fall victim to being selfish. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways. You know, I know a lot of people like, they need to hurry. I can't wait till they get 18. Why are you trying to think about an 18 if they're not ready? They just gonna come back or be on somebody's couch,
Man.
couch surfing. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you want? That's your legacy? You cool with that?
Nah, they don't.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
want
So-
their freedom back. They want.
But
you
see, if,
18,
here's the
grown,
thing.
you can get
Here's
out
the
my
thing,
house.
That's
though.
a
Here's the thing,
I think
though.
that's-
Here's the
I
thing,
think
though.
that's
That's trauma in
just-
itself because
Exactly.
you were a kid. If you was doing what you was supposed to do when you was in your teenage years, you wouldn't be having to worry about reclaiming your own freedom.
But at the same
This
time,
would have
I
been
think,
something
I
that
think
would have
that
been
was.
progressive.
I think that's a generational situation because the parent got kicked out.
No, it's definitely a generational curse.
Or
It's-
whatever.
see, as black people, you're right, cuz I'm
Yeah,
not disagreeing.
right.
As black people, we are taught, like, for
18,
example,
you grown as hell.
for example,
You
I give
get
you
out
an
of the
example.
house.
Just like how your grandma taught you how to cook chitlins or cook greens, she teach you about emotions. She teach you about life. So you tend to bring those life lessons and think you're supposed to take them a long way. Listen to me. I am one of the most products of the environment when it comes to generational curse. My family, I don't know a family more fucked up than my family. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I learned one thing: I will not do none of the things my family members did to me to my children. And that's understanding generational curses. That's understanding what you can do to change. The narrative has already changed for me. My son and my daughter can't do no wrong in my eyes. Yes. To the public world they can, but they can't do no wrongs in my eyes from me wanting to never want to fuck with them, me never wanting to talk to them, me never wanting to answer their call.
Right.
Everything my parents did to me, I do the opposite. I'm just being honest with you.
And you know what? But it's not just your situation, but just in the city of Omaha, I have seen there is no unity, not only amongst each other, but just in the family unit, man. I've seen so many makeshift families or people who have issues with their blood
period.
Go and start families from scratch.
That's me. That's
with
me.
people that
that's
they
me. I had no choice
to.
I had no choice to.
I think that's not just a. I think that's a black situation.
But honestly, to me, if you think about it,
I think it's just basically a cultural situation when it comes to that.
But I've never seen it more than I've seen.
Because how many times have you?
I've seen mothers and daughters like fist fight.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Father and son. Man, me and my pops almost came to blows. My pops keep it on him, so I knew he was gonna shoot.
I told my son, well, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you feel like your dad would shoot you, that's the fucked up part.
Bro, right. I know. Our family is, we out of East St. Louis, so we fight. I'll pop the shit out you, take you to the hospital, and dress you up,
and you good.
Bring your ass back out. Can't nobody else touch. Can't nobody else do it. Like, it's fucked up.
I told my son, so me and my dad got in an argument. I told my son, my dad can hit me as a man. I would never hit my dad. Like,
you better than me.
Disrespect this motherfucker.
Like, there's nothing my father, he done wrong. He ain't been the best father. But what I do have and what I do got for him is respect.
Facts.
And like I said, integrity starts within, man. Yeah, how do you expect a motherfucker to treat you right and be treated a certain way when you ain't doing it to another motherfucker?
And people really expect that out here.
Yeah.
They expect it. They expect it because they say it out their mouth. They expect you to believe it and act like it when their actions aren't meeting up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here.
And that's what I loved about my pops. My pops was sort of a Jedi in a sense.
His dad just passed, by the way.
He said, my pops would be like, okay, you think that's cool? All right, well, here it is. I'm going to tell you what I know. And then based on what I know, do what you feel is right.
I gave you all the game that I felt like people gave me, or I'm teaching you all the stuff that was passed down to me. And the thing is some of that shit be so fucked up.
I want to ask y'all about T.I. I want to ask y'all about T.I. because this wasn't even supposed to be a topic, but I feel like it's tailored to what we're talking about now. So, for example, the T.I. and his son situation, the Charleston White situation. Now, granted, Charleston, I don't know if you heard about Charleston White. T.I. Okay, so we all know Charleston White was wrong, right? But he's also a 50-year-old man. Now, listen. If you watch T.I.'s video, we talked about on our last show, so I don't want to regurgitate what we already talked about, but on our when T.I. was talking to Charleston White, his son was doing the same thing on a different phone. And I said, he sounds like T.I., he's acting like T.I., and then I watched T.I.'s video. He sounds like his son, he's acting like his son. Sometimes all the child needs is guidance. T.I. was, the same man said when his son went to jail, and I don't want to slander T.I. because it's just growth. He said that his son gonna do what he do. He gonna learn on his own, man. I did my best I can, man. And then turned around, his son got into it with a man online beefing, which a celebrity with millions of dollars should never feel entitled to go want to do some shit like that. He let his son do it, then he turned around and did the same thing, but we still talking about generational curses. It starts with you, T.I. It starts, like, you didn't want to take the blame. He didn't want to take the blame when his son went to jail for some bullshit. And he said, I tried to tell him everything I could tell him, man, and did all this shit, and then turned around and a week, 2 weeks later.
But an entitled child who never had to really live that life is trying to follow in their dad's footsteps on some I look up to my pops type shit. And Slick, he really kind of liked that shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna keep it 1,000. If I done been out here ducking penitentiary chances, I done busted my ass, I done worked, I done did all of this to provide you a life that I didn't have.
You're not doing
it. You out here acting, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hey,
so here's
I'm gonna beat your ass. And I'm gonna beat your ass before the police do.
No, I feel you. I feel you. You want to get to it before you even get to that point.
that's
It's
the
hard
end,
because
really.
the child. I feel him on both sides. Okay, I'm gonna just say that right off the bat because I went through it with my child. You know what I'm saying? We moved here from Philly. You know, and my child was used to that being there. You know, plus we moved away. It was a whole bunch of extra things going on.
Yeah.
She was ripped away from some things was going on, and from 14 all the way to 18 because she's 19 now. From 14 all the way to 18. I just couldn't get up. She was the best kid, the sweetest kid. Everybody loved my kid. You know what I'm saying? She was, skipping grades. She was on the basketball team. She was amazing. Got here, things happened. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't everything that she was doing wasn't a testament to what I had instilled in her.
Right.
I couldn't at that time. You know what I'm saying? I had went through the black mama stage. I'm yelling at you. I'm fighting with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm threatening you. You know what I'm saying? I went through all of that. Then I had to stop. Then I had to start trying to reason with her. You know what I'm saying? And talking to her like an adult because we want to talk to our kids like they are not capable of understanding what the heck is going on.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
to piggyback off that, let me take you back to when my son came down here. He was in a wreck. I didn't know what the heck was going on with him. My wife took the time out to find out what was going on with him educationally. She worked in the school system here in Omaha. And she called me, she said, did you know your son, he in the 3rd grade at this point. Did you know your son can't read green eggs and ham? I said, what? I immediately got on the phone and was hollering at his mom like, what's going on here?
You can't holler at the mom.
No, I'm not hollering at her. I'm just talking
The
to
mom,
her.
listen.
No, I'm not talking about hollering at her, screaming. I'm talking to her. I'm like, what's going on in here?
I mean,
You know what I mean? But let me finish though.
Okay.
Let me finish though, Kim. So this is what
You got
happened.
to speak faster though.
All right, here we go.
You
So you know what I mean? You know how I get. But anyway, so at the end of the day, when he came and stayed with us, she turned his whole stuff around. And I was behind her. He had to read a chapter a day. He had to get his stuff together. Now, mind you, it might have took him to get 21 before but he graduated high school. I told him flat out, I said, before I pass away, my nigga, you gonna cross that stage.
Man.
And he
Man.
did that.
I feel you.
Black people gotta stop thinking education is the end all be all.
No,
It's
and
not.
it's not that. It's not that, right? But I was married for 10 years. I raised 3 children like they was my own. You know what I mean? I went from elementary to junior high, high school, watched 2 of them graduate from college. You feel me? So it was like one of those things to where we always say education because they can never take from you what you know.
Yeah,
It's not even about the piece of paper.
So as
But-
you said, it can be homeschooled.
Right.
They can't take from what you know, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like
We
it's
have-
still the same way Christopher Columbus Day is still going on. True.
It's
The
falsified
high school
information. You don't wanna-
education is still a fake. I'm not
That's
gonna
true.
speak on people.
That's true. I agree. It's nothing really but a foster care system.
So,
It's a pipeline.
all right. So I got a question for you. Would you rather your child have 10 degrees but don't know shit in real life, or a child that ain't got a fucking degree under their belt but is the most awoke and aware
See,
and
here's the
knowledgeable
thing. My
person?
daughter-
Both sides of the story.
I would love.
What would you rather?
There it
I want
is.
both sides.
I do.
You can't.
That's not an
Yeah,
option.
it
I would
is.
rather have my daughter be woke and see the streets and what's going on for what it really is than be played out here
Man.
for a dummy because somebody knows that you have degrees. Now they saying they talking good to you. They talking good, but as soon as you put in all that work, you ain't getting nothing out of it. You just
Now-
working hard.
Now I will
You know what
say
I mean?
this:
But what I'm-
you have to have some type of education.
Exactly.
in order to
Yeah,
make it in
definitely.
this
You have
society.
to have
But
the basis.
But I will say this though. There's so many millionaires out here that are entrepreneurs who never had a college degree.
That's my point.
So it's a matter of redirecting your mind, your
Straight.
focus.
Straight.
Like I say, that's what I was just saying. It ain't even just about you going to school and getting a degree. We have literal computers in our pocket.
I agree.
It's what you take the time
To acknowledge,
to
to
use
consume.
your time on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. If I'm just spending all of my time
But
on
you said
BS,
walk across the stage.
Well, I was
don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I
Go
agree
ahead.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're
No,
wrong,
no.
but I also am the father. I'll say it out loud to the world. I told my son, don't go to college. Get a fucking job. Now, my son is working at the same job my father's been at for 35 years, and my dad, he makes $6 less than my dad. You gotta understand this. My father has been working for 35 years.
35 years.
My son been there for a year and is making a little less than his grandpa. So get to work now. Figure out your life while you're working.
I feel that.
You can get a job. You can go to night school.
Come on,
you go
now.
get a trade.
We don't
I feel
teach
like
our
this.
children
I feel like this.
economics.
Nah.
I feel like
We
this
don't.
because I don't want my daughter. My daughter has watched me. I've been at jobs that I hated for years just because I'm not about to get lights shut off. I'm not about to have my daughter wondering where her next meal is coming from.
Right.
I'm not about that life.
Right.
But at the same time, I have not been in a secular job for almost a year and a half now. And I'm showing her how to really manifest and put forth an effort towards building and getting what you want and not having to work for other people.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I am hard and heavy with that, you know what I'm saying? Especially now that, I consider myself to be, waking. You know what I'm saying? I hate cats that be like, I'm woke.
Yeah.
You don't know everything. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop it. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
woke.
So I'm waking, but I expect her to be waking as well. You know what I'm saying? So I provide her with
So
the
I
information that
I
I get.
piggyback off of that. I'm waking with you, but at the same time,
I get
know
that.
we need the basis. The basis, even though we don't necessarily need all that, but that's why I'm saying a piece of paper, the basis, the GED, the high school diploma, that part.
That to me was a milestone.
Right.
This is a
But-
milestone in your child's life, just like walk in, first words.
But listen,
you took them to the
listen,
first
though,
day.
So,
of
I'm
elementary.
not telling y'all to tell y'all kids don't fucking graduate.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
I'm saying-
But here's
But I'm
my
just saying,
point.
that's just like a.
Here's my point in the situation. Listen, I did 3 semesters at HBCU, Langston University. Guess what? I worked at the post office at 19, 20 years old.
Hey,
I done had 1,500, 500 Fortune 500. You can't. You look at my resume. I ain't never had a Fortune 500 job. Period.
All right,
You know what I mean? That's all I'm
I would
saying.
like to get one more topic in
Wait,
before we
wait.
get up, because we technically was on one topic. So I want to do one more topic. A man says he was tricked by trans women. So basically, he said he was kicking it with a couple of chicks that looked like
I'm
chicks.
going on.
I seen the chicks. They did look like women. I'm not gonna
There's a
lie.
lot of them out here that.
But so basically, he said after he kicked it with them, he got a message, and the message threatened him if they didn't give. If he so basically they did like they probably topped him off. They probably topped him off, and they videotaped it. And now they're trying to blackmail him as he's dating trans, and they try to get some money about him. We're gonna watch the clip and we'll be right back. I want to talk about I also wanted to talk about there's a woman out there that dated a man for 12 days and got robbed by him. Let's watch the trans. Let's see. All right, let's watch this and we'll be right back.
Yo, I'ma speak now and forever hold my peace. Nigga DM me on Instagram talking about if you don't send $1,000 by midnight, I'm gonna expose you with a video. And I'm saying, I ain't do nothing to nobody. The fuck you talking about? I said, do what you wanna do. I woke up in the morning, next thing you know, pop, niggas a video, all type of shit flowing around in the internet. The situation was straight to the point. I was chilling with these 2 females who I thought was females because they looked just like it. And shit like that. And shit happened in the video. It didn't get too far, but it went far enough. So now people they trying to play with my top, like they trying to play with me. You see, I'm a victim of, the bullshit.
In Miami, I done had plenty niggas in Miami. And Broward. Broward, my favorite.
Like, I wasn't aware. So I'm spreading awareness about this situation that is really going on in the world. Seriously? The fuck? I have a high respect for the gay community, trans community, all that. You know what I'm saying? We're no better than anybody. Man, shorties, they had the titties. They was looking nice. The booty, you know what I'm saying? Looked like a female, man. They was looking decent. Like, a lot of niggas be confused, bro. Don't act like I got a scanner, like, to really understand what's going on. I ain't have enough time. I didn't have enough time. They looked good from the time being in the situation. So I got tricked, nigga. Hey, come on, man. I am an actual victim. I'm saying be careful out here.
All right, so that's the actual video, man. And I just want to say this. The trans community, the whole community, all of them, and everybody. It's not fair, and charges should be brought up on. If you were born a man, that should be standard that you should have to tell. And I'm not sexist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a prejudiced. I'm not none of that. But as a human, if you want to be looked at as a woman, the least you can do is be man enough to tell that person what you actually was born at. And I don't feel like that's a crime. Okay, we get it. You're a female now in your eyes. But to somebody, he still looks at you like a man. I want real vagina.
I was just about to say that feelings don't mean fact. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I respect people for who they are. I respect your pronouns, whatever you identify yourself as. But at the end of the day, I'm logical. Yeah. Your mama named you Clay. I'm gonna call you Clay. Like, bro,
okay,
sis,
so this,
like in my mind,
you Clay
as an alpha. Okay. when a real
y'all
alpha
about to have a
walk in the
show,
room,
so keep it
that shit.
keep it light. Y'all about to have a show, so keep it light.
When an alpha walk in the room, that shit stops. Like, nigga, straighten up. You ever see it? Never mind. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
that shit straightens up.
What's your opinion?
No, I definitely feel like cats should be telling. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be deceiving. Like if you consider yourself a real one, you know what I'm saying? There should be no reason like, you know, I was born a man. I think I'm a woman now, but I was born a man. Or however you want to verbalize it, you know what I'm saying? Because I am part of, you know, LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? All the way. And it ain't no B. But, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, I'll keep it 100. In Philly, it's a lot of undercover cats. It's a lot of undercovers everywhere that don't want to be don't say. And then when something like this happened, you know what I'm saying? Now you want to play the victim. When, you know what I'm saying, I had a cat, one of the homeboys, we didn't know until one of the other gay homies died that he was knocking him off. You got a baby mama, you got a wife, you got, you know what I'm saying, you still working with the girls out here, you know what I'm saying? And you rocking like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You got a bunch of kids, so I assume you ain't too keen on, you know, protection. So you doing these things and you taking back to all these women, like, yeah, it just gotta stop. If you're gonna be real about it, just be real about it.
What's your opinion?
My opinion, I mean, like she said, don't trick people.
No.
Just keep it real. I mean, if that's what you choose to get down with, that's what you choose to get down
with. I think he was tricked.
Yeah.
He probably was, but I mean, come on, man.
There are signs.
There are signs.
Now,
they
granted,
talk about the Adam's apple. Yeah.
You could have been in the club, it would have been dark with some drinks, but as soon as you get in that light, you see it.
Listen, if I was chasing a woman online, the last thing I'm gonna do is check her knees, elbows, and throat.
You can't see.
When I see you, oh no, that's the first thing.
Right. It's a
as we talking throughout the night,
I know some
there's some stuff
that's difference between the light and the dark. In the club, when the lights is low, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different when that light hits. So you know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference. You know what I mean?
Look, he covered his face the whole time.
All right, so let's get to the last topic, man. I want to get this topic in because the shit had me rolling when I see this. Y'all gotta watch the video. I'm gonna let y'all watch the video and we had a conversation. A woman said that she met a dude on a dating site. They was fucking around for 12 days. They decided to make it official. Then he turned around and robbed her. He turned around and robbed her. Let's watch this clip. We'll be right back with you. And I want everybody to pay close detail to the actual video.
I need that.
I want y'all to pay attention when she showed pictures of him. Wait, when do y'all see the dating pictures of him? And we'll have a conversation.
It's gonna be hard, but I was robbed by someone that I trusted, that I had met on Hinge, the dating app. We've only known each other for like 12 days. Yes, I know I'm an idiot for inviting some man that I didn't know to my house multiple times overall in the last a week and a half. I trusted him, although there were a lot of red flags, so many that I can't even count them. He was super lovey-dovey and kind and nice, you know, the whole, yeah. And I was very trusting and too nice. And he stole from me. Someone I thought that actually liked in me. And we actually started, well, we're pretty much official 2 days ago. I'm assuming now we're not. I've called him. I have FaceTimed him. I have tried to text him. Nothing. I've tried all day. Not all day, just for a few hours. I tried him on other phone and other numbers. Nothing. I've even DM'd him on Instagram. Nothing. I'm going to show you a picture of him. He's in Dallas. So you guys know who he is. And ladies, beware. I think he does this. Maybe on regular. I'm not sure. This is the first picture of him. He has a tattoo on his neck and tattoos on his arm. Another angle. This is his dating profile on Hinge. Ladies, if you see him, please just don't mess with him. Don't. It's gonna be hard. But I was robbed by someone.
All right, so that's the actual clip, man. And I'm gonna be the first to start this. I don't know how the fuck she didn't know what he was capable of. In multiple of his dating site pictures, the motherfucker had a ski mask on.
You got him, man.
And I thought it was the most funniest soliloquy I've ever
Because he
seen.
had a ski. Listen, what fucked me up was the ski mask with the kitten. He held the kitten, but he got the mask on.
I feel sorry for women. I really feel sorry for women because this is literally the dating. That woman was an attractive looking woman. She looked like a decent looking woman.
She had the blowing nose. Though.
Yeah, but I mean,
shout out Brandy.
If you're on a dating site, and you fucking with somebody for 12 days, y'all not official.
Y'all y'all
But
just.
it also goes.
That nigga got a key to the house and everything, bro.
It
Within
also
12
goes
days.
back-
Nowadays, cats move fast. I don't know what for.
It all
Everything
goes
fast.
back. It all goes back to that home training.
She was dick dizzy. Let's just keep it down.
You know what I
She
mean?
was dick dizzy.
Right.
He came through, snatched the soul,
right.
I
smacked
wouldn't
the duties
necessarily say it's
down.
home training because there's some cats out here who had the
No, I'm
best
talking about as far
upbringing,
as-
the best
I'm talking about as far
upbringing,
as-
and ain't got a lick of goddamn sense because they choose not to.
I'm talking about as far as female side. I'm
me.
talking about female wise. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things that go on, and a lot of things that go on when a woman is raised by a female. But I mean, it's so much
She needed a
psychological.
stable home.
It's
Yeah.
on and I
You
was
need
gonna
stability.
say
That's
your
it.
parents. It's on your parents
Yeah,
to give you that
the game.
to give you
The
that
game.
game.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Why
Even
Brandy
if
got the ninja, the mask on? Look at
man.
mask on.
But it was
man.
like that was the one thing that I told my
Right,
stepkids.
yeah,
I'm giving them all the game that I felt like
Yeah.
somebody should have gave me when I was your age.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
I'm
I think
talking to-
our parents did try to do that, but as kids we really
doing
did.
this,
But
take
it's
it in.
how you identify with them too, because
True.
in a lot of aspects, kids just want somebody to listen to them, to pay attention to them, to take an active interest in what they doing.
Right.
For you to do that, you get a more positive reaction out of a child than you think. All that.
I did that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Rah, rah.
believe it or not, when you connect with that child and you talk to them and you actually take that time out and take
That's
an
a whole
interest in
nother
them,
subject because
Right,
that's a whole nother subject because
It
I'm a
is.
hell of a 5
because
parent.
we there
And from
every
14 to
week,
18,
bro.
my kid acted up. Now she on the straight and narrow. She acting like, you know what I'm saying, like she got like she's
Yeah.
A1.
Yeah.
But from 14 to 18, I don't know what the hell.
It
Right?
happens.
So it's a whole nother subject for a whole
It's
nother
a-
time.
But
Hey,
the
guys.
go for that.
And then Sunday with the Bryan Center too with
Hey,
the
guys.
kids. Man, bring your kids down there.
Well,
Hey guys,
We over.
So
now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
One
Expectations.
time.
All right, listen. So, ladies, give them your panhandles. Let them know how they can find you, reach out to you.
Alright, so y'all can check me out everywhere as Leger Music Entertainment, LAGHE Check me out, you know what I'm saying? You can hit me up on Google, all of that. Google Leger.
And the event is when?
It's November 29th. Go ahead, you'll be seeing all the stuff, so y'all see it. Y'all see it. Trust me.
Go ahead, Cameron. Give them
27.
your,
Sorry.
give them your panhandles. Let them know how they can find you.
Hey man, y'all know who it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all can reach me on Instagram at @IM_Cam Edwards. Twitter the same thing. YouTube the same thing. Facebook is Cameron Edwards. Booty Swing now in stores. I just dropped a single for Southern Soul.
Is that
I do
SMD,
music and
SMD,
comedy.
BSMD?
What else, man? Freeze Frame TV. Shout out First String. We doing it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out I've Been 100 Records. Shout out Leger Music ENT. Listen, man, I'm everywhere like air, man. If you know me, you know me. I'm really outside.
What you say, you everywhere
in the
like
trenches.
Beeson?
I'm
Hey,
everywhere
guys,
like
give them your
air.
panhandles, man. How they find you.
Philander Osler on Facebook. That's straight up.
And give a shout out to Pops, man.
You know what I mean? Ricky Fuller.
R.I.P. to Ricky Fuller, man. This is the end of the show. Smartest dumb people, ladies in the building, Cam in the building, Flanders, Anthony, that dude Johnson. Y'all have a great night. All right, guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there, and also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure. Holla at us. All right, guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do